Yes, welcome to my channel, and it's an afternoon. Yes, it's an afternoon, and I thought I should come live and I say hi. So, how have you been? Yes. So, my topic for today, I want to talk about the power of a hobby, and I'm from watering my garden. So let me turn the camera so you can see. Yeah, I was watering my vegetables. Yes, I was watering my vegetables, and I thought I should come and we talk. Yes, so if you join, make sure you write your name so that I can say hi. Yes, so I want to talk about the power of a hobby, and I was seeing another guy. He's an old guy, a really old man, and he was regretting. He was asked what he regrets so much in his life, and he said that what he regrets is that he was not able to identify something that he loved to do with his life, and he was struggling with loneliness. Yes, and so that's what he said that he wished he identified something that he loved to do in his life in the days of his youth. He just regretted that he wished he identified something that he loved to do, maybe like gardening, like cooking, and for me that hit me so hard. Yes, because when somebody is talking about that and he is old, that means he was struggling with loneliness, and at that particular time I know he was not as productive he would have been in his heydays, and that really hit me so much, and that's why I want we talk about the power of a hobby. So me I think what I'm doing and you think what is the fuss about. But guys, you don't know the joy that I derive for planting these vegetables, and sometimes me being able to cook my own vegetables. It's not all the time that I'm able to cook vegetables from my garden. It's not all the time. But in those days that I cook my garden, you feel the difference even in the kitchen. When you are able to like cook the vegetables from your garden, you feel the difference. They are fresh, they are organic, and they are very sweet and very green. You can see the difference, and for me that is so massive. Or like when I'm able like to pluck herbs from my garden. As I was showing you, I am growing herbs, and I have mint, and I was saying that I love making my tea and I boil mint in it, and me that is so refreshing because it's organic, it's from my garden, and I feel like farmers, they are the future of humanity. And I don't know whether you usually watch whatever it is happening in the world right now, and the person who will have the biggest advantage is the person who will be able to grow their foods. Yes, to be able to grow their foods, they are able even to preserve. Like me, I desire to learn all these methods of food preservation, even canning. I was seeing another lady, and she was having like a pantry worth of worth food that can last for her for 1 year, and it's not like grains. This is food that has been preserved through canning. Yes, like when you grow like tomatoes in your garden and you have extra, instead of them going to waste, you learn how to add value to those tomatoes through canning, and you can preserve that even for years. And I think that is so interesting, and I just hope that in future I'll be able to learn such things. So I don't know what is your hobby, and I and as I was saying, you get so much fulfillment. Like for me, maybe you could come here in this garden and you wonder what it is like I'm doing. Welcome to my channel. And kindly type your name and I'm going to give you a shout out. And I'm talking about the power of a hobby. Yes, the fulfillment that you get by having a hobby that you do. Yes, in your life. And I want to talk about, like, maybe somebody can wonder what is the fuss about the vegetables. But one thing, if you remember, like when we were young, we used to be young, we used to pray a lot with soil, and just pray with soil, and create maybe like balls, or even, yeah, just pray with soil, and it used to be so healing. It used to be so refreshing, and it give you time to, like, to unweed. And for me, that is what it is. Yes, when I'm working in my garden, I never think about anything else. For me, it's like a place of rewinding, of refreshing my mind. When I'm here, it's like I'm in another place, and for me, it doesn't matter whether my garden is flourishing or not, but the joy that I derive from my garden is just so massive. So I just hope that you there, you make sure that you identify what it is that you do. Like for me, in most of the times, I do not have time to idle around. Yes, going for gossip, going for all these idle talks, I don't have time for that, because my time is always well planned out. Like now, even if you could see my sweater, I'm from doing my housework, I'm from washing the house, and I was cleaning my clothes earlier. So I do not have that time to go gossip, to go and idle talk out there, because I have things that I'm doing with my life. And so for me in my life, there's no place for for loneliness, because today, like for example, today it was a day for me to clean the house, to wash my clothes, and now I'm in my garden. The other minute, I'm going to be thinking what I'm going to be cooking for my children. So there is no time for me to idle. And I think for me that is so that is so good. There's no place for you to feel like you are lonely or you are not productive. And before I started YouTube, I used to feel so unproductive sometimes back, and nowadays I feel like that gap is filled, because I'm always thinking of what to do with my life. So the power of a hobby, what it is that you love to do, and and sometimes your hobby can become economically productive. Yes, beside that, you are eating your vegetables or you are cooking your food, you can also be able to monetize it, and maybe you grow like excess food and you sell. So you see, that hobby, it's going to be welcome to my channel, and make sure you write your name there. I give you a shout out, and thank you for joining. And I'm talking about the power of a hobby, and maybe you can mention whatever it is that you love to do. For me, I have so many hobbies, and for me, on top of my list is gardening. I think I love gardening, and as I was saying, the future, if you see whatever it is happening in the world right now, you should make sure that you venture into gardening, because that is where the future is. And you can see, like, in the market, we have so many food that are not clean, that are not good. You can see even GMOs, but the person who shall be able to be growing their own food, they have a future. They have the future in their hearts. So I don't know whatever it is that you love to do. Me, I was saying it's gardening, and as I was saying, it helps you to overcome, like, if you have like mental issues, maybe you have like stress, working with soil, it's healing. It's, for me, it's healing. It's healing. It's so therapeutic. So I don't know whatever it is that you do. So if you are there, and it doesn't matter the age that you are in, make sure that you identify whatever it is that you love to do. Just don't just sit. Identify whatever it is that you love to do, and maybe even as you identify your hobby, you get to know whatever it is your purpose in life. Yes, in the process of maybe doing your hobby, you are going to be able to identify your purpose in life. And I wanted to give you a short story. I don't know whether it's going to relate with whatever it is that I'm talking about. And when we came here, I was a housewife, and I used to stay in the house, and I was not working. And and I remember my children, they would come home from school by 4, and that thing used to make me to feel so useless. because you know in our society we have been socialized to like you have to work as, yeah, and you have to be productive. And even nowadays, men, they I don't think men love women who will stay in the house doing nothing. They want somebody who is bringing something at the table. And it's from that time that I stopped watching TV because I used to feel like I'm creating, I'm empowering somebody else by watching their work on TV, and me, I'm here doing nothing in the house, and that used to put me so down. So as a woman, so even as I was staying in the house, we usually have these chamas that we usually have like in Africa. If you are an African, you would know we have these merry-go-rounds where we usually contribute money and we give to one person. So I used to join those chamas, and these chamas you can have like many chamas for little money. It doesn't have to be like a lot of money. You could like maybe contribute like 100 per week or even per day. So I used to have those chamas and I would save. And I saw another lady who was keeping goats, and these are goats for milk. So I thought even if I do not have like things to give the goat, I'll be going to the vibadas allowed like this load side markets in that are found in Africa for selling greens. So I knew I'll get like the leftover green be feeding the goat. And so me armed with my 10K, I went and I bought the goat. And for me that was so fulfilling, especially when you have been a housewife for long. When you get your little money and you buy something, for me that was awesome. So I came with my goat at home, and I remember I used to move to different this roadside market, and I would get the greens, those remains, the peels of bananas, of potatoes, and of fruits, and I would come and I give my goat, and that is how I used to feed my goat. And so this lady who sold me the goat, I thought she was telling me that it was pregnant, but at that time it wasn't. I came to realize it wasn't, and it's like this goat had given birth prior, because when you pulled like the breast of the goat, it was producing milk. But later we were feeling like it was having heat, and we wanted to take it to the so allowed here. There was somebody who still keeps goats today. And so we took the female goat to the person, so that the goat can be inseminated, and that's what I did. So we took the goat to that man. It was to stay for like maybe a week, or maybe both a week. Yes, it was to stay there for like a whole week, and then we get it. So we left the goat there to the he goat. And I remember my husband getting a call. He was called, and he was told that he should go and collect the goat. And he found that the goat had been strangled by the he goat, and it died. And that is how that business of keeping the goat died. And that man did not compensate me, and it's like I did not fall on that. So that ended there. And so when we came here, I was showing you this chicken coop. Yes, I was showing you this chicken coop here. Yes, I was showing you this chicken coop. I used to keep chicken there. And but after a while I realized that it was not being viable for me. It was not being easy for me, and so I stopped. But since then I've been taking care of my vegetables, and they have really done well for me, and I cannot regret. So I was saying, when you put yourself out there, you are able to identify whatever it is that that you can do, and whatever it is that can work for you. So I just want to encourage you that when you venture into a hobby, you're going to even to find your purpose in the process. So for me, right now, I love gardening. Even as much as I do other things, I love gardening. I can't imagine me having a garden full of vegetables and all the herbs that I would want in the world. That would feel so amazing for me. So I don't know whatever it is that you love to do. Yes, I don't know. But make sure that you identify within yourself. Yes. Just search deeper within yourself, whatever it is that you can do with your life, and it's going to be good for you. So guys, I hope you get encouraged to find whatever it is that you can do with your life, or a hobby that you love to do. Yes. So bye.